Namaste. In today's session, I am going to discuss a motivational speech never given delivered by Winston Churchill. First, let us understand the title never given. What does the phrase never given mean? We often use some phrases like don't give up or never give up. What do they mean? Don't give up means don't lose your hopes. Never give up means never lose your hopes until you succeed. But here we have a phrase never given. What does this mean? The phrase never given means never surrender in your life. It may be a difficult situation in your life, it may be a problem, it may be an enemy, whatever it may be, never given means never surrender. So never surrender or never given was the message which was conveyed through this speech by Winston Churchill. Now let's get into the discussion and learn about the speech. And before that, before we learn about the speech, let us know about the speaker. Winston Churchill was a former Prime Minister of UK. He was also an excellent orator and author. He was born in 1874 in London to a wealthy couple. His father was a member of parliament and his mother was a daughter of wealthy businessman. Winston Churchill began his schooling at the age of 7 at St. George School, but he was academically very poor. But somehow later, he improved his academic performance, and at the age of 13, when he was 13 years old, he took an entrance exam at Harrow School and narrowly passed that exam at Harrow School, where he was trained to join military academy. And later, after joining the military academy in the year 1895, he was appointed as the lieutenant in British Army. And you will be surprised to know that Winston Churchill had come to India, especially to Bengaluru, in the year 1896 along with his regiment, along with his army. We all know that during those days, during that time, during 1896, we were still under the British rule. So Winston Churchill was sent to India from England on some official duty. He came to Bengaluru in the year 1896 and he spent 3 years here, and later, after going back, he wrote about the climate of Bengaluru in his book called My Early Life. He wrote the climate of Bengaluru, which is 3000 feet above the sea level, is excellent, and the mornings and evenings are always fresh and cool. So this is what he writes in his book. Later he continued serving as a military officer until he got into politics, and in the year 1940 he became prime minister. He was prime minister for 2 times. First time it was from 1940 to 1945, and the second time again it was from 1951 to 55. So 2 times he became the prime minister of UK. When he became the prime minister for the first time in the year 1940, Britain was undergoing some major crisis, because at that time Second World War was taking place and Britain had faced a war, had faced a battle with Germany army, and they were defeated, and that war caused major damage to their country. And after that war, the people of Britain had lost their hopes, they had lost their faith, and they were about to surrender to Germany army. During this crisis, Winston Churchill started giving his speeches. He started motivating the people to regain their confidence, to regain their spirit and fight back. And this speech, never given, was delivered at Harrow School, the school where he was trained to join military academy. So he delivered the speech at Harrow School and motivated the youth and motivated the people of Briton. He began his speech by appealing to the people of Britain never to give in. That means never to surrender to the Germany army. In the speech, he admits that of course they were defeated, they faced war, they faced battle with Germany army and they were defeated, but he gives the reasons for their defeat. The main reasons for their defeat were, number one, they were alone. Britain was alone when they had a battle when they fought with Germany. They did not take any military support from the other countries. That was the first reason why they were defeated. But the opponent took some military help from the other countries, so they won the battle. That was the first reason. And the second reason for their defeat was they were poorly armed. They did not have the weapons, proper weapons. They were not equipped well. But in the speech, he says that this time we are well equipped and we are fully prepared to face the battle, and we will definitely win the battle. So this is how he motivates the people of Britain. And he continued his speech saying that one must receive both victory and failure equally. One must always receive both success and failure equally. One must always receive both ups and downs equally. So that's the life. So last time we received the failure, but this time we will definitely receive the success. This is what he says. So he approached the people, he appealed to the people of Britain. Leave the past behind and move forward with some spirit. Let us take some courage. Let us regain the confidence and fight back. We will definitely win. This is what he says in the speech. He says that the people of Britain are always strong and great. If they determine, if they decide, they will definitely do it. They will definitely face and they will definitely win. No matter how big the problem is, no matter how strong the enemy is, if they decide, if they determine, they will definitely do it and they will make sure that they will win. So this is how he motivates the people to take some courage and move forward. And in the speech, he reminds his people of what other nations think about Britain. The other nations believe that Britishers are very strong, they are very great, and they can even do their better even at last. This is what the other nations believe. So he gives all this to make the people of Britain to realize their potentiality. And in the speech, he also talks about the power of imagination. He says that sometimes our negative imagination makes a small problem look bigger, and we are afraid of it, and we will not be able to find a solution for the problem. Whereas if you imagine positively about that problem looks very small and you will be able to solve it. And he asks the people not to imagine negatively about their opponents, about their enemies. Do not think that your enemy is stronger than you. Do not imagine that your enemy is stronger than you. You think that you are the stronger and you are stronger than them, and you will definitely win in the battle. So this is what he conveys in his speech, Never Given. And it is believed that Winston Churchill gave all these kinds of motivational speeches when Britain was undergoing some major crisis, when it was in distress. So he gave these kinds of motivational speeches to his people, and through this motivation the people of Britain fought the battles confidently and they won the battle. So this is all about the speech Never Given. Thank you.